You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got a couple of things here. We got the media entity known as ESPN coming out and, they made a factual statement. It's just they decided to include somebody in their propaganda that makes everybody go, wait a minute, why is she there? And my goodness, Caitlin Clark fans let them know it. But before we get to that, we got what I can only describe as a very rare W for one LeBron James, and I got to give LeBron credit for this. And for one thing, he's always been supporting Caitlin Clark, and he has now issued a lengthy statement supporting Caitlin Clark, and this will not make the woke overlords happy, LeBron. They're going to have you on speed dial calling you in there to bend the knee at record speed, and you're going to end up having to issue some kind of retraction because, well, you praised the straight white girl, and the activists in the black lesbian basketball league are going to be none too pleased with what it is LeBron's got to say. But nonetheless, LeBron's not wrong here. I have a great deal of respect for Caitlin Clark because I know exactly what it means to be drafted, to be the face of a franchise, and also get scrutiny from a lot of people that don't believe you're ready for the next jump, don't believe you're ready for the big leagues, and just don't think you belong. Look, I can say a lot of things about LeBron, but I'm plenty old enough to remember when he came in as a rookie, and no doubt about it. I mean, the guy had a lot on his shoulders. I'm not going to act like he didn't. There was a time, believe it or not, I was a big LeBron fan. Now, those days have come and gone, as we all know. But, all the spotlight was on LeBron, so he gets it. All right? They were in that post-Michael Jordan lull, the NBA was. And then LeBron came in. And I remember when I came into the league at 18 years old, how many people doubted me and hoped and prayed that I'd fail. And so me, watching Caitlin and seeing what she's doing, I've been in support of her since day one. Because I remember myself going through that, and she has my support 100%. Oh, shit. Look out, dude. Dejanay Carrington, line 1. Brittany Griner, and trust me, you don't want to piss that dude off. Brittany Griner on line 1, not going to be happy. Diana Taurasi, not going to be happy. Somewhere, Cheryl Swoops, she's turning a table over somewhere. She's punching air. She's in shambles. I mean, who knows what unapologetically Barbie's doing right now? What do you mean LeBron James is supporting Caitlin Clark again? Yeah, he's supporting Caitlin Clark, and it's loud and clear. And I will credit every time they trash her, he steps in to show support. Yeah, Dejanay and Kennedy will never have words like this shared by a great player like LeBron. Rare LeBron W. That guy just come right out and said the same thing I did. And don't forget that it was LeBron and Charles Barkley way back in the year that called all these WNBA players jealous and petty because of how they were treating Caitlin Clark and how much hate she was receiving. So, I got to give LeBron credit on one. He doesn't have many wins these days, but he won on that one, and he's not wrong. Now let's get over to the ESPN thing because, in case you guys didn't know this, Caitlin Clark blew not only the ratings up, but the attendance up. And this is the one thing that we haven't talked about a ton because everybody talks ratings and attendance, but gate. Okay, gate, and I'm talking about the amount of money people are willing to spend to get in to a game. Oh, man, there was some games where they made they had $1 million gate and a $2 million gate this season during a couple of games that she was playing in. But the WNBA put this out. Their regular season attendance was up 48% over 2023. the league announced Friday. The WNBA averaged 9,807 fans per game in 2024. They would have averaged more than that if some of these places would have had bigger arenas and pivoted quicker when Caitlin Clark was coming to town. A hefty increase from last year's 6,615 per game. The league said 2,353,735 attended WNBA games, the most in 22 years. And the teams combined for 154 sellouts this season after having just 45 last year. Wow, she caused over 100 more sellouts in games. 3 games drew more than 20,000, including a record 20,711 when the Fever visited the Mystics. The other 2 involved the Fever against the Aces, 20,366, and 20,333 versus the Mystics on June 7th. And, of course, the Fever set a single-season home attendance record of 340,000, and that was blowing out the previous record by the Liberty from 2001. So that's pretty eye-opening. And ESPN decided to post this. Okay, you see this right here. They put this up, and it's got Caitlin Clark on there. And it's also got A'ja Wilson. All right, 2.3 million fans watched the WNBA this season, the most in 22 years. And it did not take long for people to put the obvious out there. Funny, ESPN tries to diminish the fact that it was Caitlin Clark, not A'ja Wilson, who brought the record to the league. Then clickbait her picture on its post. It's wild. They're literally jamming in. They did this with Angel Reese in the Rookie of the Year all year. They've got to jam in somebody else. We're not having it. I mean, folks aren't having it. You can take A'ja out of that picture. It was the Caitlin Clark effect driving that train. Quit. Just quit. Numbers don't lie, and we've all seen the numbers. That's a fact. All right? We just saw the game the other day. What was it? 1.84 million on viewership over the television, and Asia's game drew 494,000 or something like that. It's not close. Caitlin Clark's impact. What does A'ja got to do with this post? Agreed. Who is the player next to Caitlin? Oh, now that's funny. They're posting these numbers now because they know the ratings will tank the rest of the playoffs. Guys, I can't wait for those ratings to hit. Seriously. It's going to be ugly. Very ugly. Wilson was in the league last year. Has nothing to do with her. Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. And, you know, I think a lot of people, to be honest with you, yeah, I mean, what the hell? What are we doing here? Why is Wilson in the graphic? She had zero to do with this statistic. And, guys, it went on and on and on from there. Look, fans, I'll give fans credit, guys. Make no mistake. Outside of Angel Reese fans and the original activist fans of the WNBA, that 2 million fan base, 2.5 million fan base that just came in to watch this league after following Caitlin in college, they're going to call this crap out. All right? They're going to say, wait a minute, we're not dumb. We've seen the stats. We've seen the numbers. And nah, it's Caitlin Clark. It's not anybody else you decide to shove into an article, into propaganda, into a graphic. No. And when you do it, media, I'm going to get called out on it now. It just is what it is. Man, I can't wait to see how bad those ratings are. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.